The idea of a Sabbath is the idea that you take time, particularly one day a week, for God. Now, to say you take one day a week for God is the same thing as saying you take one day a week for the inner truths, the inner realities, for love, for that which is most authentic, by whatever name we call it. That is where we bond with others. The level of personality, the level of outer things, is not the level of genuine bonding. Okay? The level of genuine bonding has to do with what happens when we move into that deeper place within ourselves that too much electronics in the house and too much television in the house and too much meaningless chatter actually lures us away from. I had an experience several years ago that I'll never forget. I was visiting with an Orthodox Jewish family in Florida. And when I say an Orthodox Jewish family, I'm referring specifically to how they experience and treat the Sabbath. That means that as of sundown on Friday night, all electronics off. And for 24 hours until sundown on Saturday night, this could be an ancient home. There is nothing going on, no TV, no computers, no any of that. I was looking around at this family, and this is a very contemporary family. And the kids are very contemporary. I mean, these kids are wired. All the stuff that you see in the modern home, I mean, they're on it. They're in the computers and the iPods and all that stuff. And I was wondering how they were going to do with that. I was wondering how I was going to do with it. And what I saw was so profound. These children had been brought up with this. They'd never known any different. So these kids who were so wired and so contemporary culturally, they simply knew this is what happens at sundown on Friday night. Everything goes off. You don't even realize how wired we all are until it's off. And what I saw and had the honor of participating in for 24 hours was teenagers talking to grandparents, parents talking to little ones, older kids being with smaller children in really meaningful ways. That's what they did. That's what it meant to give this time to God. It's not separate from giving it to each other because God is not outside us. It means we give this time to that which is real and that which is true. And it meant primarily bonding. And then what that does is then it's sundown on Saturday, we go back, but nothing is quite the same. Because that bonding, those deep experiences and the synapses literally that get turned on in the brain, the entire family dynamic, then even when you go back to modern society, etc., that kind of family bonding is there because of that one day. It was such a gift to be part of that.